Good evening, folks. It's Back Focus 11 with you from the East Coast this time, and we're streaming live from the Fairfield and Bridgeport city line here in Connecticut. And here in the little community of Fairfield, Connecticut, which is a small little town sitting on the coastline of Connecticut and Long Island Sound, is getting ready for their fireworks presentation here on Friday, July 3rd, 2015. So you're going to see as once we take off and we get in the air, you'll see several people along the beach, boats coming in and out of the harbor. Get on up and check things out, folks. All right, get up above this tree canopy here. Living in California for so long, I forgot how lush and green everything is back east here. And this little creek you're looking at below is called Ash Creek. This is actually the dividing line between the two communities of Fairfield and Bridgeport. Bridgeport is the largest populated city in Connecticut, and Fairfield is one of the suburbs that's west of the city. All right, as we're climbing out here and heading south, that body of water that you see straight ahead, that is Long Island Sound. And this marina that you see with all these boats in the harbor, that is South Benson. It's on the Fairfield side of the town line. And looking straight ahead, you might see a barge sitting just off. That is the barge where the fireworks will be launched from later. And no, I don't think I'm going to be flying my UAV during the fireworks presentation. Just got my Phantom 3 Pro and I don't need it to be taken out of the sky by a firework. All right, now we're coming over to the mouth of the Ash Creek here, which dumps out into Long Island Sound and is kind of the exit point for the marina. And you see some power boats, and looks like a sailboat is just kind of sitting adrift there in the channel. And for folks just tuning in on YouTube, this is Back streaming live here from Fairfield and Bridgeport, Connecticut for the preps of the fireworks presentation that will be happening tonight. And as we come over the coastline, you look to the camera's right and you will see all the people getting ready for the fireworks presentation. And of course we are flying safely and flying over the water. We're not flying over the people. If we had a malfunction or some type of in-flight emergency, we'd go in to drink. And then we'll cook back over to the left here, and you'll see the barge where they'll be setting the fireworks off of. There are no TFRs or any restricted airspace in effect right now. Everything is still in the prep stage. Nothing is officially beginning as of yet. Or aircraft flying around earlier in this area. So there's the barge passing off to the right-hand side. And then you see out here all the boats that have gathered to watch the fireworks presentation, which will begin just after sundown. So right now, currently, it's just past 7 o'clock Eastern time here. So we're probably looking at least another hour plus before we start getting anywhere near the time we want to have fireworks occurring. There's some more pleasure boats. I don't know what that red boat is right there. It must be a fire boat or something. Excuse me, I'm moving out of the way here. There's a car about ready to run me over here while I'm trying to fly. It's backing up, doing all kinds of 15-point turns here in this parking lot. There's some more pleasure boats. And now looking out just to the left of your frame there, you'll see a red and white smokestack. That is Bridgeport, Connecticut. That's downtown area. That's the power plant that the area gets its electricity from. Straight ahead on this little peninsula that's sticking out, that's Fairweather Island. And that's the Fairweather Lighthouse right there. Sorry, I just had a mosquito biting my arm off. So there you go, the Fairweather Lighthouse right here, straight ahead. And we'll do a little overflight. Let you folks see a little bit of the lighthouse. And there it is, Fairweather Island, Bridgeport, Connecticut. You see the lighthouse marks the opening to the harbor channel, which as I come here to the left, you can see the boats moored in the harbor. And this is Black Rock Harbor. Black Rock is a small little subdivision of the city of Bridgeport. Very much of a maritime feel there. Thus they have their own harbor and all kinds of things along the coast. Hold on a sec, folks. I'm going to neutralize the controls here for a minute while I swat a mosquito that just sat on the back of my neck. I should have put my bug spray on before I flew. All right, coming over further down Black Rock Harbor here, straight ahead where the boats are all gathered up, this is Captain's Cove Marina, which is a common watering hole in Black Rock. There's a bar there, a marina, places you can get food, kind of a little get-together spot in Bridgeport. The place was revitalized back in the 1980s when a man by the name of K. Williams purchased the area and created this little harbor waterfront area, which you see today. He's also known to the locals for taking on some cool adventures where he bought a tall ship called the HMS Rose and remodeled the whole thing and had these, gregarious plans of doing all kinds of neat stuff with the tall ship, but eventually ran out of money and sold it, and the ship was used in Master and Commander, and it was renamed the HMS Surprise, and now it sits in San Diego Harbor, back where I'm from in California. There it is, Captain's Cove. Read the awning on the main building. And they have a little heliport here. No, it's not a registered airport. That's just a little heliport for a novelty's sake. And you see the little harbor here and the little boat yard where they work on boats. They have dry dock, all kinds of neat stuff like that. All right, we're way back to our present location because we're running low on battery. And if you're wondering what aircraft we're flying today, we're flying the Phantom 3 Professional. And it's a DJI product, of course. Finally starting to get some batteries in for the Phantom 3 Professional. My God, has DJI been taking their time with coming out with batteries. Most of them don't have them in stock. Finally, now almost after the drone has been released, they're starting to get batteries in. And it was kind of the same modus operandi with the Inspired. DJI was very slow with releasing the batteries. All right, so we're going to come back. We're going to follow the Black Rock Harbor on the way out, work our way back to shore. Sorry, I'm just going to swat more bugs off me here. Yeah, we're coming back in. Just talking to my she's wondering where I am. I'm like, we're coming back. Just getting eaten alive out here by bugs. For some reason I don't know what it is, if it's my skin or what, but I have a lot more tendency to get bit by bugs than other people. I'll be the first to get bit. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
5 minutes in the yard, she's been...
Yeah, it's terrible. All right. St. Mary's by the Sea, also in Bridgeport, Connecticut. It's a nice little area where people like to park their cars and just kind of gaze out at Long Island Sound and look at the water. You might be asking why I know so much about this area. You know, all my videos take, so it's still home. But I do miss it compared to California. And that's what keeps me out west. If it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't move. It keeps me sane. All right, so we're going to follow Ash Creek coming. Current altitude is about 310 feet. Some more bugs here. And I see where we are located now as we move forward. And we'll follow this marshy creek area. And by the way, these had to rebuild outright. It was so bad. But all right, I'm going to slow the forward motion. That's where we are sitting. Between looking at the screen and looking. Making sure we're clear of all the obstacles. All right, back on terra firma. I want to wish everybody a happy 4th of July. Stay safe. Don't drink and drive. Don't drone and drive. And fly safe, folks.